Now we get to the second letter in the 3 parts of entrepreneurship, which, surprise, corresponds to one of the letters in I+. P for people. But it's not just about people, it's about value. At this stage in the game, the questions you should be asking yourself should all revolve around your end user or customer. How can I deliver more value to my customers? Is my product a 20% solution to their problem? A 40% solution? How can I bring it up to an 80% solution? If you're trying to help out a food charity, for example, your first instinct might be to collect canned foods. But maybe it turns out that a lot of canned foods are expired and you can only salvage 20 of them, thus forming a 20% solution. So maybe your next idea is to create a system that automatically sorts out cans of expired foods. Interesting. Then you talk to people who are hungry and need the food and figure out what foods are their favorites or the most popular to optimize your canned food drives. In this case, you've finally been able to cater to our constituents' needs and improve the quality of our solution. How do you know what percentage your solution is at? Talk to users. As you'll soon discover in the sales and marketing module, you'll need to call your user. Yes, with your phone, one-on-one, multiple times throughout the process. Before you build the product, as you build the product, after you build the product, as you iterate upon your product, and so forth. You'd be stunned at how easy it is to lock yourself in your room and crank away at this product design in your mind or on your computer, generating all these elaborate, meticulous plans, all while failing to realize your customer is probably not going to use the MVP you're creating. That is something we want to avoid at all costs. In fact, this is one of the founding principles behind agile development, which is centered around the principle of constantly adjusting and adapting to the situation. The opposite would be waterfalling, which is when you get tunnel vision, fail to listen and respect your users, and build your product. A simple example of this. Imagine you're teaching a workshop on the art of crepes, and you spend 4 to 6 hours developing a lesson plan that you really care about. Going out to buy ingredients, hand making crepes, and then eagerly presenting it to your 6 to 10 students, only to find out they didn't care about crepes at all. You've essentially just lost yourself those 4 to 6 hours. But you could have saved 5 hours by creating a brief 1-hour version, showing to students and seeing if they bite. Or even better, you could have called your customers before they registered and asked them about their favorite French desserts. If you call 6 people in a row and they all say they prefer cream puffs over crepes, you probably want to make your workshop about cream puffs. While the weekend project was about exploring your passions, the MVP will start to shift the focus away from you and onto other people. It's critical to constantly talk to people. Don't ask what they want. Observe what they need, create a low impact MVP, and ask for feedback on your design. Note that is 1,000 times easier to give feedback on something concrete rather than a problem that is hard to conceptualize. The MVP and the rest of the 20% project, as you'll soon find out, is not something you can succeed at by yourself. In order to win, you must constantly communicate with everyone involved. This is what makes the project so powerful.